Hello. First of all, I want to wish you a very happy Easter. This past Sunday was a beautiful Easter Sunday. I'm sure that you were with family and friends, or you were here in worship. Wherever you might have been, I know that you were celebrating the resurrected Christ. What a joyous Easter it was. Actually, the Easter season extends all the way until the 19th of May, which is Pentecost Sunday. And so we continue to live in the victorious shadow of the Easter season throughout. And so we can continue to celebrate that. And actually, we are Easter people, of God's people who are saved by His grace through Calvary, the cross on Calvary, and accentuated by the empty tomb, which occurred just 3 days later. We are people who bask in the glory of the empty tomb. Today I want to share with you something that is happening in April. And as you know, we have a wonderful camp and conference center just an hour north of Lincoln called Moses Merrill Camps and Conference Center. You'll hear me speak of it because I go up there often, sometimes to do a sermon planning retreat all by myself. Other times I'm up there with other pastors. And it's a wonderful place. If you've not been there, I hope that you will take time to visit our camp. It's a year-round youth camp as well as a retreat center. And so it's occupied most of the weekends of the year as well as all throughout the summer. And the purpose, of course, is that it's there to bring people into a closer relationship with Jesus Christ. Like any facility that you're going to find anywhere, whether it's a church building or what it is, it receives a lot of wear and tear over time. And Weaver Hall is a good example of that. Weaver Hall is the dining hall at Camp Moses Merrill. It was once a pavilion in a park, I think in Grand Island, and I'm not sure of that. But it was dismantled and brought there to the grounds at Camp Moses Merrill. And it was reconstructed with walls put on it and everything and turned into a dining hall. The kitchen was added on extra. And over the past 50 years, the kitchen and the plumbing and everything has become a bit outdated. The plumbing underneath the foundation is beyond repair. A capital campaign was established just last year to renovate Weaver Hall with the goal of raising about $450,000 to cover this project. I would like to encourage our members, our congregation, to consider how God might be leading you as an individual, as a giver, as a steward, to be able to support this project in order to bring our dining hall up to code and up to date. Ready to serve the young people who attend camp there during the summer, ready to serve the adults who are there for conferences throughout the year. I want to encourage you to give a gift sometime by the end of April for this project. Now, secondly, we're taking a region offering also during the month of April. Now, the camp is part of our region, and of course, there's also the administration of our region through our region office, which is in Omaha. And this is the purpose for this is to help shore up the shortfall in the budget of our region, to assure that we're doing our best to support the region and the region that supports us in return. So what does this mean? How does the region support us? Aren't we an individual church? Aren't we independent? Aren't we responsible for us? Isn't local autonomy and independence what being a Baptist is all about? Well, yes, that's partly true. But we are our own authority, but we're also part of an association. That means from the very beginning of the Baptist movement in America, churches were grouped together geographically into clusters. Furthermore, when we began sending missionaries overseas and to inner cities and also onto Indian reservations, we needed to utilize these clusters of churches that had formed to begin to raise money and to send missionaries. And that's really how our denomination formed. It was for the purpose of sending missionaries. The region is an association of churches across Nebraska as well as several other states. And being part of a region fosters community and fellowship among churches, but also among clergy. I'm good friends with many of the pastors across our region. I look forward to getting together with them because we are colleagues. We work together in the service of Jesus Christ. We're a little bit different than other groups, however. Baptists are a little bit different. We don't have a bishop that oversees the churches, tells the churches what they can and cannot do. Rather, we have a region executive minister and other staff who are there to basically serve the churches, to help the churches when they need help. For example, when a church needs to find a new pastor, that's an important time to seek the outside help of a region minister. As I mentioned earlier, we share a camp together. It belongs to all of us. All of our churches of our region own that camp. And so we have a place to send our young people and adults to be given an opportunity to grow spiritually. And finally, we share resources together. The region often educates us about what's happening in the broader scope of American Baptist life. Not only that, but we help each other. You'll notice that the theme of our region, if you've ever looked at the logo, is churches helping churches. And that's more or less become a title. You can either call us American Baptist Churches of Nebraska, or you can call us Churches Helping Churches. In recent years, that phrase has been employed as a name for our region. During this month of April, I encourage you to give generously to the camp project, as well as the ongoing ministry of American Baptist Churches of Nebraska. As you write a check, please note which entity you are supporting. Are you supporting the Weaver Hall project or the region offering, or both? Please notify that, make note of that on your check. May God bless you as you consider how you might give in the weeks to come. May God help you to grow in your spiritual walk in this Easter season. Go with him. Amen.